Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am Jitch Chicago, baby. SmackDown, baby. John Cena, baby.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring. From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, John Cena.
So, kicking things off here tonight on SmackDown, John Cena has been very vocal recently in saying, I'm tired of sitting in the back. I'm tired of waiting for opportunities. I'm a multi-time WWE champion, a former Intercontinental champion, and I will be ignored no more. I want to fight, and I want one here tonight. And there is one man that confronted John Cena backstage and said, you know what, fella? I'm in the same position as you. Let's fight. So here we go. First time I believe we've seen these two face off. This should be an interesting one-on-one matchup. Can't wait to see how this one plays out. Fact check, what are you doing? There he is.
And approaching the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Listen to this WWE Universe. They've been waiting all night to see their favorite superstar.
Their favorite superstar. That's why they're booing the hell out of him. These fans are chanting, let's go Sheamus! I still can't believe I remember that. That's like 10 years ago at this point. This is bound to be a great match though. Sheamus and John Cena, two people that I think SmackDown management has slept on a little too long. What a great match this could be, and what a way to kick off this week's SmackDown. So here we go, Sheamus and John Cena, one-on-one. Here tonight in our main event, by the way, it's been official. After the attack backstage last week, Paul Heyman, the SmackDown general manager, has said the following. He has said that enough is enough when it comes to Triple H and Randy Orton. This is all about the World Heavyweight Championship as well as their egos. So, here tonight, it has been confirmed that at SummerSlam, Triple H and Randy Orton will face off in a last man standing match, and the winner of that match will get an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship in just about 2 months' time after SummerSlam in the main event of Hell in a Cell. So there you have it. Gives them both time to recover, but there's been an additional catch because the loser, the man who isn't able to win the last man standing match between Triple H and Randy Orton, that man is going to be real down on his luck because we have been told that whoever loses that match is banned from the World Heavyweight Championship for the rest of the season. So that's a massive twist right there. That could really change the very shape of the World Heavyweight Championship picture on SmackDown, whether that be Randy Orton or Triple H. I think either one of those two to be removed from the World Heavyweight Championship picture. You're looking at a pretty massive change, honestly. Obviously, here's two people I'd imagine are chomping at the bit for that match to take place because that could get them up in the rankings. I believe as it currently stands, actually, John Cena and Sheamus are both fairly high up in the world title rankings. I want to say, you know, top 5 for the both of them. Let me quickly double check this. The World Heavyweight Championship rankings on the wiki says that, yeah, Sheamus is ranked 5, John Cena is ranked 6. These two are among the very top of the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, with Triple H and Randy Orton preoccupied, where I was going to get to, as you may have seen in our thumbnail for this episode, the main event tonight will be a #1 contenders match, which could end up being a humongous opportunity for the Big Show, because as the ranked fourth World Heavyweight Championship contender, with Triple H and Randy Orton, the, I believe, first and third contenders for the World Heavyweight title, preoccupied. It's going to be settled between Bret Hart and Big Show here tonight on who's going to be facing Damian Sandow for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And you know what? I think either one of these is a big challenge for Sandow, because you got to think about it this way, right? If if Bret Hart wins, well, Bret Hart already holds a victory over Damien Sandow. I think a lot of people are rooting for Bret Hart to dethrone Damien Sandow for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. You know, it's quite likely that that's going to happen. But if Big Show wins, I don't think there's a chance in hell Sandow's walking out with the World Heavyweight Championship. Because even though he's proven he can beat someone, you know, much bigger than him, Great Khali, last week in the opening match on SmackDown for the world title, even if he beats Big Show, Big Show's best friend, Big Show's tag team partner, Chris Jericho, he has the World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank contract. This is a real bad spot for the World Heavyweight Champion Damien Sandow to be in. He may actually want Bret Hart to be the winner of that match.
These competitors are giving it everything they have. I love SmackDown.
Sheamus in control of John Cena, and
A great reversal by Cena.
the back and forth between these two. Great opening match here tonight. But double championships tomorrow on Superstars, by the way. Both Kofi Kingston and Mark Henry are due to defend the Cruiserweight and European Championships.
And that fist just plunges into his opponent. Did you hear how his leg connected? Ooh, blocked.
Sorry, I was quickly getting rid of one of my nails. This should be one of the last episodes where I sound like this, by the way. I've spoken about this a few times in the past. But I've been looking into improving my microphone quality, and for a long time I've wanted to get a boom arm, because then it's not blocking, my microphone won't be blocking the screen anymore, like it is at the moment. And this channel, thanks to your support, does actually earn me the very odd payment here and there from YouTube. You know, assuming I don't get hammered down with copyright claims left and right, because obviously WWE stuff does get you quite a lot of copyright claims. But I've earned enough to actually get paid by YouTube for the first time in a little while from this channel. And with that being said, I have bought a microphone arm and a pop filter, so hopefully, not on Superstars because I record that right after this, but hopefully a fresh week on Raw, I'll sound a lot better. And speaking of a lot better, hopefully the thumbnail for this episode looks a lot better as well. I apologize if anyone had a hard time recognizing this video when it went up. I'm changing the thumbnails back to how they were when I first started doing Universe again, because I don't know. I wanted to do the thumbnails I've been doing since like the 100th episode of Season 2. I wanted to change to those because of nostalgia purposes. I wanted people to like see that. Oh, hang on. Attitude adjustment by John Cena. Has he got Sheamus? Has he got him? That would be quite a quick victory for John Cena if he beats Sheamus. No, there you go. Yeah, I wanted to go for the nostalgia factor when I brought back the old thumbnails, you know, for my first Universe series, which it never really got, you know, much of a warm welcome back, which is fair enough. But as time went on, I kind of found that all the Universe episodes looked really bland compared to the other videos I do, and they actually take longer to make, those thumbnails. It can be a little hard to figure out what to put in the thumbnail when you're using screenshots from the episode. Generally, it's just going to be someone making their entrance, to be honest. But, you know, like, I just think they look better in general. I think they kind of stand out a little more. Sheamus almost got John Cena. Oh, that was an awkwardly connected clothesline. Oh boy, oh boy, Sheamus with the high cross brings down John Cena. You know, no one has beaten Sheamus's record as the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion still. That has not been accomplished. Sheamus in the cover. Oh, John Cena kicking out. These two really kicking off SmackDown in fashion. That was a weird time for Sheamus to start beating his chest.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the opening bell.
This has been a really big way to kick off SmackDown. I mean, to be fair, you know, on any given night, I could see this as the main event. I could see this being for the World Heavyweight or WWE Championship, no doubt about it. You know, John Cena, a 3-time WWE Champion, Sheamus, the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in history. Their backgrounds speak for themselves. These two are big deals. Very much so. What a belly-to-belly by Sheamus. John Cena shooting up to his feet, and Sheamus taking him right back down without hesitation. And here comes Randy. Oh god, I hate the run-ins in this game. Yeah, I feel the way Sheamus looks. This has no involvement in this match whatsoever. This isn't canon. Just ignore it. Just ignore it, everybody. Don't even look at him. He's involved in a rivalry with Triple H. There's literally no reason for him to run in. Just ignore it. It's just the game being the game. Sheamus really wearing out John Cena. Goes in for the cover. It's still another kick out. Just ignore it. It's not real. That's, yeah, John Cena's like, stop it, go away. No, not right now. Don't go turn to him. What are you doing? It's been so physical. Well, Sheamus applying the Season 4 special. And will John never taps out Cena submit? Yes, he will, because it's Season motherfucking 4. Oh boy. Way to ruin another match, 2K14. Well, in spite of how shitty the ending to that match was, I would love to see these two go at it again. I would love to see John Cena and Sheamus toe-to-toe once again here on SmackDown. I hope this isn't the last time we've seen these two face off. But Sheamus, he beats his chest. He wins the match. He is the fella. Anyway, with that being said, we're moving on now. So, up next, more submission finishes. Well, will this be the one to end it all? Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, part, what, 7, I think, at this point? These two are facing off here on SmackDown. The goal is to see this one finally come to a close. Eddie Guerrero has been very, very successful, very victorious since separating from Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has been going down the Sin Cara path since teaming with Sin Cara, which, when you say it like that, it does kind of make sense. But needless to say, Rey has not been too good. And if you want to know just what I mean by that, Eddie Guerrero is 5-6 this season, but in terms of the World Heavyweight Championship ranks, Eddie Guerrero is number 10. In terms of the Intercontinental Championship ranks, he's number 3. Rey Mysterio, on the other hand, since separating from Sin Cara, this season he has won 1 match and lost 10 matches, which has put him into the deficit of his win-loss record pretty far. And Rey Mysterio is actually not ranked on either the World Heavyweight or Intercontinental Championship contention rankings. And as a matter of fact, Rey Mysterio is, I believe, the 3rd bottom-ranked superstar on SmackDown right now. Sin Cara is the bottom-ranked superstar.
And approaching the ring from San Diego, California, weighing 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
I hate to admit it, but I think Rey has to be thinking to himself that perhaps taking on Sin Cara as his tag team partner, as his buddy, was a mistake. Unfortunately for him, I think his bridge is burned with Eddie Guerrero. These two are not getting back together. I think that much is very, very safe to say. So with that being said, well, we have this match. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero one-on-one once again. And a very quick start from Eddie Guerrero to take control of Rey Mysterio. And you can only expect more of that viciousness from Eddie from the opening bell. This guy has really got it out for Rey Mysterio. It's all actually started the rivalry between these two. Back when Rey Mysterio went behind Eddie Guerrero's back and teamed up with Sin Cara over on Monday Night Raw. He made a special guest appearance to earn a Cruiserweight Championship match back at WrestleMania that neither Sin Cara nor Rey ended up winning. And Eddie took that to heart, that Rey was willing to blow their potential opportunity at Tag Team Championships. And the tag team completely fell apart from there, and they have never seen eye to eye since. Things have only gotten worse between these two, as a matter of fact. Truthfully, since their separation, although Eddie has had a pretty good run and he is ranked 10 in the World Heavyweight Championship rankings, you know, a loss to Rey Mysterio tonight would do some serious damage to Eddie Guerrero on the rankings. It wouldn't shoot Rey that high up, but it certainly would bring him higher in the ranks. But for Eddie, this would be quite a dip if he was to lose to Rey, because this is someone ranked so low. Hypothetically speaking, this should be a given that Eddie is winning here tonight, based on the ranking system. But as I was saying before, unfortunately for Eddie, things haven't exactly been smooth sailings for him either. He is definitely not the singles champion he was expecting to be upon leaving Rey behind. He's had a few shots at the Cruiserweight and European Championship, and he hasn't won either. So, can he honestly say that things have worked out that much better for him? Like, I'd say that they've worked out better than Rey, but in general, I don't know if he's got too much to brag about on his side of things either. I just think he's doing better than his former partner. I hate to say it for Rey, but obviously the thing that always goes through my head is just, when it comes to Rey Mysterio, it feels like he's paired with the wrong guy. Truth be told, he's very committed to his team with Sin Cara. I mean, he literally has Sin Cara's mask on the back of his mask. And Eddie continues to be very vicious in this one. By the way, because I had people comment on this before, the tag team split scenes, that's what I was trying to say. I kept going to say story. The tag team split should stop now. I've disabled the game's ability to separate tag teams in storylines, so we shouldn't get tag team partners randomly walk out on each other in the middle of matches anymore. I had to go into the universe settings and change that, because that was getting really irritating, especially with like Nash and Hall. The game hated the Outsiders existing as a tag team. It absolutely despised it. So I put a stop to that. Eddie has been all over Rey Mysterio since this match started. He can be quite merciless, Eddie, when he wants to be. And he definitely has a lot of disdain for Rey, so I'm not too surprised at how exactly that's playing out. Roll up here by Eddie. Oh, man, for a minute I thought, was that really going to be it for Rey? It's about drive, too. About drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. I actually listened to that song, unironically. I'm going to tell you that right now. I actually think that song is genuinely good. Not for Mr. Dwayne, particularly. Not specifically for him. I don't mind his part. The part I hate about that song, Sorry, my voice is dying like it always does. The part I actually don't like about that song, to do with him, is the ending, where he's like talking. That part's really cringy. But the rest of the song I really like. Everyone else in it is fantastic. Well, Ray is all over Eddie Guerrero right now, absolutely laying into him.
And that's a stiff kick. Mysterio going for... He's got to do more damage before he can get a 3 count.
It's going to get me a drink and hope that somehow clears me up.
Great suplex that time. If there was ever a man that could outsmart...
Yeah, I think it's because I ate right before recording.
He always seems to be 3
I think it's just, I don't know why. I think it's just affecting the way I'm talking at the moment. I have to keep clearing my throat. I am muting the microphone, don't worry. If you're like, what the hell are you talking about? It's because I keep muting. But like, oh boy. I don't know what's going on. Otherwise, so it's got to be that I just ate.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
I'll tell you, Ray, he's doing everything he can to fight back in this one, and he does seem to be in control of Eddie, surprisingly. Looking forward to our next match here tonight. Oh, roll-up attempt here. Ray turning the roll-up around on Eddie. Eddie turning the roll-up around on Ray. Nope. Sorry, I meant to mute the microphone there.
But how much did he have left? And Mysterio gets laid out.
Can I help you guys?
Good reversal by Ray.
I might have to BRB in a minute. You know the drill.
I can't
Fucking
believe everything that's
animals.
transpired thus far. It's been so physical. Oh, look at Latino Heat. He's just
Eddie Guerrero going for the lasso from El Paso, and he's got Ray right in the center. And the thing about this move, there's no way to move. Your arm is trapped. Your legs are trapped. All you can do is tap or force your way out of this one. I hope Eddie lets go. And oh, Eddie did let go though. I guess he felt he was losing his grip maybe. And there was a big drop kick to the head of Ray. He is really just torturing Ray in this match right now. It's just all Eddie Guerrero. Oh, never mind. Ray with a leg sweep. Another long match here tonight. I was saying before though, Mr. Money in the Bank, Chris Jericho, he's in action up next. He's facing off against CM Punk. After taking a loss to 6 last week, I'll be curious to see if Jericho can regain some momentum or if he'll be knocked off by another guy he feels he is so much bigger and better than. After Six's victory over Chris Jericho last week, he's been tasked with the Cruiserweight Championship retrieval tomorrow night on Superstars. He's been told by the NWO, get it done or we'll have to deal with you ourselves. Just because you got 1 win doesn't mean you're out of that doghouse just yet. So unfortunately the pressure is still on for Six. We'll see if he can keep picking up some wins. Or if that was just a one-off win over Chris Jericho. Really fighting for his life at the moment, just like Rey Mysterio is in this one.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium. There's a counter by Ray.
Eddie Guerrero now, sunset flip powerbomb into the ring. Rolls him over. Oh, another one. We're doing this again. Oh, I thought for a minute that was actually going to be the end of the match. There's a very loud humming in the background. I don't know what that is. Because that wasn't going a minute ago. Well, I missed the finish because I was trying to figure out where that came from. But I believe Eddie, with a roll-up, gets the win. So once again, he beats Ray. And at this point, honestly, I think Ray might want to just let this one go. I respect why Ray has continued to persist and chase after these opportunities to try and knock off Eddie. I understand he's been hurting for a long time emotionally, Eddie turning his back on him. But honestly, I think Ray might need to be like Edge has to be, as I've been mentioning before. I think he needs to just take a step back, accept that right now the momentum is not on your side, and just embrace being a lower ranked superstar. Compete on Superstars and see if you can work your way back up and get some momentum from there. Eddie Guerrero with another big win though, and that's going to keep him right in the top 10 for sure. I don't think a win over Ray is really going to get him any higher, but it is going to at least keep him up there, and that's what he cares about. Eddie Guerrero is a winner. Alright, we are back here on SmackDown. CM Punk has got a humongous opportunity right here. Can he beat Mr. Money in the Bank?
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds,
CM Punk was furious that he didn't come out of Money in the Bank with the briefcase. Really felt that this was his year, his time, that his momentum was gaining in a great way, and that perhaps it was finally going to be the time he was going to become world champion. But Chris Jericho managed to retrieve that briefcase very quickly into the match. Punk believes Jericho took the coward's way out. He went straight for the briefcase when no one was looking, and he grabbed that thing nice and fast as to not even get hurt in the match. So CM Punk says he might not be able to take the briefcase away from Chris Jericho, but he is going to make him feel what it is like to fight someone who wants that World Heavyweight Championship more than anything. I guess in a way he feels he's really going to be preparing him for the World Heavyweight Championship match. And I've received some very unfortunate information. I don't know what this means for our next match. This has really not got me feeling too positive about this, but apparently I've been informed that the Ultimate Warrior, who is set to face off against Christian for the Intercontinental Championship next, has been found unconscious backstage. Clearly subject to some kind of backstage attack. We got to do something about these backstage attacks. We've been getting a lot of these recently here on SmackDown specifically. The roster seems out of control on Friday nights. But Ultimate Warrior has been taken out. I don't know what this means. I'm not impressed. I gotta say, it sounds like Edge and Christian are up to their old tricks again. Perhaps Christian felt he stood no chance of beating the Ultimate Warrior. I have no idea. But it looks like Christian may have found his way out of the Intercontinental Championship defense once again.
and approaching the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 231 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I really can't do anything about all that background noise, I'm sorry. They won't calm down. They fucking hate when I record. They hate when I have fun so much. Well, Chris Jericho could be wearing the World Heavyweight Championship by the end of this season, or at the start of the next season. Either way, that guy has a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship opportunity for a whole year. He's got a long time to use that opportunity. And I think Jericho's very similar in mindset to Damien Sandow. I think this is someone who's going to really wait and pick their spot at just the rawest, ripest moment to become World Heavyweight Champion. But I'd be very surprised if Jericho failed. He's a very smart guy, Chris Jericho. As much as I don't like him, I'll admit it. So here we go. Chris Jericho, CM Punk one-on-one. The big matches just keep on coming here on Friday nights. We fight on Friday Night Maggle. I think there was a time when Jerry Lawler was a good commentator. It wasn't the "oh, punch Michael Cole in the face" time there. Oh, we got a dueling chant here for Chris Jericho and CM Punk. Fans seeming a little bit more split between these two. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen this. I don't think this match has never happened before in this universe. I do believe we've seen this in the past, but I think it's been quite a long time since we have. Interesting to think that these two were both once in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Jericho managed to get the absolute most momentum going into the Money in the Bank ladder match and win it, which is the first time that's happened. Normally the preview on the road to something like the Royal Rumble or the Money in the Bank, that's the guy that tends not to win, whereas Jericho changed those odds. Thank God for that. I think it really delegitimizes those previews when the guy who wins the preview doesn't go on to win. But at the same time, it's a good thing, because obviously then it doesn't just give away who's going to win every time. So 50-50 really. Oh, kick to the face of Jericho by Punk. Punk catching Jericho on his... Oh, never mind. Jericho catching Punk, and Punk with a reversal. I've been told that the Intercontinental Championship match will go ahead as planned up next. I don't know how exactly that's going to happen. Ultimate Warrior is... could be dealing with a concussion. He absolutely should not be heading to the ring. I know that Warrior is the kind of madman to go down to that ring and fight for the Intercontinental Championship regardless. Choking out CM Punk. I always wanted to say Edge. How do you get Edge and CM Punk mixed up? I don't honestly know. Sick dick breaker.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Hit him. That's my favorite. That's the favorite one I hear the crowd say. Hit him. Gee, why didn't I think of that? CM Punk going outside the ring, and he is tearing apart the announce table, folks. It's time to break down the table. CM Punk with Chris Jericho set up on the table, and Punk now with a huge elbow drop. That's going to do some serious damage to Mr. Money in the Bank. What is Punk doing now? He's going, okay, he's going back inside the ring. He's going to try and win by count out. What is this camera angle? I was going to say, can we get the regular one back, please? Not only do I not have friends to call, Jerry, but I don't think anyone would give a damn if I told them this match was happening right now. Bro, you won't believe what's going on in my universe mode right now. I just thought to myself, I gotta call you up and let you know. You will not believe it. CM Punk scooping up Chris Jericho. This could be a huge win for Punk. Go to sleep. Jericho's lost to 6, I think, took him out of the top 10 for the World Championship. Obviously, it doesn't matter. He's still got the briefcase, but another huge... Oh, almost. I don't believe Punk's in the top 10 either. Codebreaker. Oh, no, these are both in the top 10. Jericho's ranked 7, sorry, and Punk is ranked 9, and Codebreaker doesn't get the job done either. Chris Jericho took a 3-point dip when he lost to 6 last week. Pretty harsh drop, but then 6 is a lot lower on the World Championship rankings than Jericho. Very, very low, as a matter of fact, with his recent track record. Once again, Y2J, let's go Punk. I didn't know Jericho had fans. Is this going to be enough? No, not even close. Drop kick, but he doesn't even drop him off his feet with that one. Rolls into a pin. Jericho. Oh, almost. Not enough. I just realized, I think I said at the start of this episode, I think I contradicted myself in the commentary. Because I think at one point I went, as you could see from the thumbnail, it's Bret Hart versus Big Show tonight. And then in the same vein, I went, oh, I'm changing the thumbnails now, so it's not like they were, where it's just the main event every week. Wow. Well, here it is. Really? Wow. Okay, that surprises me. I thought for sure that was the finish right there. Jericho caught into a neck breaker by CM Punk, and Punk now on the ropes. Gets him another. That's like the 4th elbow he's hit on Jericho this match, I feel. Probably the 2nd, actually, but it feels like it's been a lot more than that. Jericho. Oh, here we go. It's time to win. No, okay, rope break. I think that would have been the win if he hadn't gotten the ropes.
everything that's
There's nothing more deadly than a really basic submission hold.
not fast enough. A textbook reversal.
Can he follow up?
He's got him hooked. Power slam. Oh my.
Punk.
Thunderous
Leg drop.
Here's a cover.
And a cover into a 2 count. Not enough.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. Well, he was able to
God, we're getting some long matches tonight.
thinking GTS.
Punk with another go to sleep to Chris Jericho. Second time. Second time in this match. That's got to be it. That has to be it. That's got to be lights out for Chris Jericho. And he suffers another loss here tonight. Part of me wonders if perhaps Jericho doesn't care, you know, that he's got the whole, well, I still have the briefcase mentality, perhaps. But either way, a loss is a loss. And this is a big one. And everyone who picks a win over Jericho up right now is going to have in the back of their minds, have I just pinned a guy that I could one day use this win over to get a World Heavyweight title shot? This could be a very pivotal moment in CM Punk's career right here. A win over Chris Jericho is very important right now for CM Punk. So congratulations to Punk on this all-important win as we move on to our next match. The Intercontinental title's on the line. I don't know how this one's going to go down. Somehow, some way, it's on the line next.
Making his way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Christian.
Well, here he comes, Intercontinental Championship in tow. Christian with a big smug smile on his face because he knows that he's found another way out of having to honor and defend the Intercontinental Championship. Absolutely despicable move once again by Christian. How can this guy call himself a champion? How can he be proud of himself and his reign as Intercontinental Champion? The title that has so much prestige, so much history behind it, currently being held by a guy who clearly has no respect for it with the way that he's behaving whilst holding that title. It is honestly shameful. What a surprise, Christian running his mouth off. Wait, what the? I guess we're getting on to our main event already. Big Show coming down to the ring. Set to face off against Bret Hart. Oh, he's got a microphone in his hand. Hold on. Big Show is set to face Bret Hart up next in a contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. What is he doing out here? Christian seems a little knowing. He's got a look on his face. We there you go. Whoa. Oh my god, really? This is happening right now. Well, much to the shock of everyone here, it seems like Christian has got no choice but to face Big Show. Apparently, he put Big Show up to the task of taking care of the Ultimate Warrior. I guess he wanted to make sure someone who was physically capable of ensuring Warrior was unable to make it to the ring took care of him. Big Show's got that knockout punch, you know. It's called that for a reason. Christian trying to use his speed to his advantage here. Something Christian holds over Big Show is that Christian is a former WWE champion. Big Show has never actually held a world title outside the ECW heavyweight championship.
Over the last 10 years, SmackDown has excited the WWE universe with some of the most
And Big Show already laying into Christian, who's trying to pull a bit of a fast one. And I mean, you heard the warning from Big Show. He said, don't try anything, or you'll end up worse than Warrior. And Edge. A little bit of a low blow there by Big Show, actually bringing Edge into this. But I guess that's how you make sure you get things done. Christian cares a lot about Edge, believe it or not. Those two have been through a lot together. It genuinely seems like they have a respect that goes beyond the kind of people that both of them are. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my god. Well, that might just be lights out. Never mind. Classic. Back body drop sends Christian over. Christian doing whatever he can to keep the Big Show down, and it seems like he's got him, at least for the time being. Big Show with a few strikes and a big chop to the chest. Hang on a minute, Christian. Oh, jeez. Well, the Intercontinental Championship was on the line. I imagine Warrior will get an inevitable shot against the winner of this match. As Big Show goes for his... Oh my god! I was not expecting that. The table just about exploded off the impact from that spear. That's how hard Big Show hits. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god, Christian, you might want to move there. He doesn't have a choice. Ooh! Well, from start to finish, if you ask me, Christian has been a paper champion. And although I don't necessarily agree with Jericho on a lot of things, and especially I wouldn't normally condone this kind of behavior, this almost feels like karma for everything that Christian has done during his time as Intercontinental Champion, and of course his rise to being Intercontinental Champion as well. It's been full of nothing but deceit, a very fake, undeserved championship reign so far, if you ask me. And well, I mean, somehow Christian is, he's still fighting. He is still fighting indeed. Kick to the midsection there by Big Show. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I don't think Christian's surviving one of those. Knockout punch from the Big Show. New Intercontinental Champion tonight on SmackDown. I had a feeling that was happening when I heard that it was Warrior versus Christian, but I definitely couldn't have foreseen this.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, the Big Show.
To catch a certain line out of Big Show's mouth earlier, though, Paul already agreed to this. That means our SmackDown General Manager, Paul Heyman, he knew that Big Show took out Ultimate Warrior backstage, and he accepted that. I tell you, the guy running SmackDown, he's a bit of a savage, to be honest. Well, I don't know what this means for our main event. Is Big Show still going to face Bret Hart in a contenders match? I believe now that he's Intercontinental Champion, he's no longer eligible for the World Heavyweight title. So I have no idea what that means for our main event, but either way, Bret Hart has got to defend his... I mean, he's got to fight for his contendership up next. So we're going to find out one way or another. Well, I believe to my knowledge, this is no longer a contenders match, and I honestly feel like we might as well just declare this man the contender at this rate.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Former Intercontinental Champion Bret the Hitman Hart walks into what was originally supposed to be a one-on-one match with the Big Show, which has now been called off. We've been told the Big Show is no longer eligible to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship, and with that, Bret Hart has no idea who he's up against. I've also received word, get a load of this, I've received word that for SummerSlam, Jericho have announced Just moments before Big Show walked down that curtain, Chris Jericho announced on WWE.com that Jericho have invoked their rematch clause for SummerSlam for the World Tag Team Championship. Get a load of that. Jericho managing to find a loophole. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, you are not eligible to fight for another championship as long as you are holding a championship. So for the amount of time that Christian was Intercontinental Champion, he and Edge couldn't actually compete for the WWE Tag Team Championship. So who's Bret's opponent here tonight? Who's it going to be then? We don't actually know who Bret's going to face tonight. So much of the top-ranked superstars on SmackDown are currently unable to compete. Bret has no one in the contention for the World Heavyweight Championship to compete in a contenders match against us. Here comes Damien Sandow's new friend.
Accompanied by the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
Oh boy.
New York City, John Bradshaw Layfield.
And the World Heavyweight Championship in tow in his corner. Well, here's Bret Hart's opponent for tonight, JBL. The longest reigning WWE Champion in history. He recently had his record broken by The Rock, in the sense of the combined days, but as an individual reign, JBL held that title for just over half a year. And he has been waiting for an opportunity ever since, but we've been told that right now, JBL says he has no intentions of pursuing the World Heavyweight Championship because he has a lot of respect for a smart man, a businessman just like himself, Damien Sandow. These two seem to see eye to eye on a lot of things, and they make a very formidable pairing. But with that being said, JBL looks like he's coming out here tonight to do Sandow's dirty work, and I'll be curious to see if Bret Hart can overcome this situation here tonight. I think it's pretty much safe to say Bret is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at this point in time. That has not been confirmed or denied, but I would imagine that it is in fact now a matter of fact that this match must be happening at SummerSlam. John Cena, Randy Orton very tied up. Big Show now removed from the top ranking. Chris Jericho is currently holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. CM Punk, I wouldn't exactly say is quite #1 contender position yet. I think, honest to God, I think Bret Hart is just, he's there. He's got to be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. SummerSlam is just 3 weeks away. And Bret is the closest thing to a contender. Believe it or not, JBL is in the top ranks for the World Heavyweight title still, despite his lack of competition and losses in recent memory. He is still in the top ranks, but he has insisted that he has no intention of challenging Damien Sandow. He has too much respect for him. Money and mind, these two. The two things that they value the most.
Dear Lord, those lariats can do so much damage. And Bret Hart gets sent to the floor. And that move
Nice move there by Bret. But yeah, what I was saying before about this loophole is that because of the timing in which Jericho announced that they'll be invoking their rematch clause, the match has already been officially signed off. And so, despite being the Intercontinental Champion, Big Show will challenge for the World Tag Team Championship alongside Chris Jericho. Let's just hope that Jericho don't win, otherwise they've got a couple titles that they're going to be holding hostage. Well, Bret really showing that grit, that determination. I think this guy, honestly, as I said before, I feel like he's the rightful contender to the World Heavyweight Championship right now. No one is close to Bret Hart. The guy hasn't actually lost a match clean this whole season. He lost one match, and it was a triple threat in which he was not pinned or submitted. Edge simply threw the match to let Christian become Intercontinental Champion. I gotta tell you this, alright? I hate to admit it, I feel like Big Show is going to be a far more honorable champion than Christian ever was. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but you know, at least Big Show will actually defend his title. I think Big Show, you know, very similar to the NXT champion, Andre the Giant, in the sense that I think he's going to use his Intercontinental title to make an example out of everyone here on SmackDown. I'll tell you now, I'd be surprised if Big Show isn't in for a long, successful reign as Intercontinental Champion. Something that title could honestly use at the moment. I hate to admit it, but it's kind of lost a little bit of its luster recently. From legendary reigns like, of course, John Morrison's to, you know, the very first with The Miz and Booker T's great reign. I must admit, you know, The Rock had a great reign as well. I feel like the way we've seen that title change hands in the recent year, it would be nice to see that title actually get, you know, more actively defended again, successfully. A pile driver into a cover, and of course, here's the World Heavyweight Champion, Damien Sandow, and Bret Hart. Oh, I believe JBL tried to catch Bret Hart with the clothesline from hell there, but Bret had his back turned, and here comes Edge. We saw Edge shake the hand of Bret Hart. What is he doing? Well, I said before, we saw Edge shake the hand of Bret Hart in the main event of SmackDown a couple weeks back, and now Edge seems to be helping. Where does tattoos go? Edge seems to be helping Bret. Is Christian aware of this? Well, here we go. Bret Hart into a sharpshooter. And the longest reigning WWE champion in history. This could be a massive submission victory for Bret Hart. Edge taken care of. Well, like I say taken care of. Edge getting taken care of by Sandow. Has Edge come out here as an equalizer in favor of... But Edge didn't even help Christian with Big Show earlier. Bret into a cover, and Damien Sandow jumping straight up on the apron. And here comes Edge. And he takes Sandow down. Edge and Sandow getting involved with each other. Now Edge playing the distraction. I don't think Bret really wants that kind of help. I think Bret doesn't mind Edge coming out here and, you know, helping him out in the sense of stopping Sandow from distracting the referee, but that's about it. And Bret Hart with another sharpshooter here. Referee not realizing that JBL just tapped out. Or did he realize that? No, he did not. The JBL tapped out to the sharpshooter. Bret going to the cover. Referee, look in the ring. What are you doing? Cover attempt here. JBL already submitted, and Sandow straight up getting involved in the match. Just like Edge did earlier. This match should have been disqualified a while ago. This is really broken down here. JBL with desperation in his eyes. Edge might be more of a detriment. He might be the reason Bret suffers his first loss this season. He is looking like he is in serious trouble right now. Bret is not getting up. There we go. Bret float over neck breaker. I believe Edge has been banned from ringside here, and now a cover attempt here by Bret Hart, and the ref, come on, ref. You were already in the middle of counting. Well, Bret with another pile driver. This guy is merciless in his offense. Referee paying attention this time, I hope, as Bret goes in for another sharpshooter on JBL, and for the second time, he is forced to submit. Referee saw it that time. Bret Hart, I gotta give credit where credit is due. That may have come with a little bit of help from Edge. Able to overcome the odds and defeat JBL. Don't. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you try to show respect to JBL. Bret Hart is a respectful man. Edge saw that firsthand and seems to have a little bit of newfound respect for Bret Hart, but nonetheless, there it is. I suppose it's safe to say next week here on SmackDown, we got ourselves a tag team main event. Edge is going to team up with the newfound #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, sorry. And there They're going to face off against Damien Sandow and JBL. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.